Environmental hazards. Environmental hazards are things in nature, and they're what some people like to call natural examples. Like, for example, tornadoes and hurricanes. Environmental hazards affect every part of the globe. Tornadoes are powerful spinning columns of air that touch both the ground and a storm cloud above. They look like giant funnels and can move very fast across the land. Tornadoes can destroy buildings, trees, cars, and even whole neighborhoods in just a few minutes. Tornadoes are considered environmental hazards because they can cause harm to people, animals, and the outside environment. They create a strong winds that can damage homes and make it unsafe to go outside. Tornadoes can also cause power outages and make it hard for people to get food, water, and shelter. That is why it's important to learn about tornado safety, know what to do, and how to protect ourselves if one ever happens where we live. Now, let's get on to what to do if a tornado happens. So, if a tornado is coming, you should stay inside, get low, and get to a safe place away from windows like a hallway or a bathroom, and try to stay against the wall. The photo on the screen shows the position that you need to get in with your hands covering your most vulnerable parts of your body, like your head and neck. Where are tornadoes most common? Tornadoes are most vulnerable in the United States is a place called Tornado Alley. It stretches from parts of Texas all the way to South Dakota. They're, they are more vulnerable because of the weather systems impacting their area. This is a hurricane. And it is an environmental hazard because of the destruction from the flooding, rain, and wind, and the time it takes to go away. Hurricanes are very powerful storms that can knock people's houses down and become major problems for people. Like, for example, it can damage trees and power lines and flood entire areas. What to do if a hurricane is coming? If there's a hurricane bound for your area, you should know at least a week in advance so you have time to prepare. Your parents most likely take care of the big stuff like making sure your house is safe, but you should evacuate with only your most needed items inland far enough so you don't get caught in the storm. This is the sign that shows evacuators who are driving which way to go. Where do hurricanes hit the most? The people who are impacted most by hurricanes on the mainland of the United States are people who live nearby the coastlines, especially along the East Coast in Florida. However, even if you are not in the direct storm path of the storm, you might have still have some heavy wind and rain over time. So today we learned about environmental hazards and what to do if some of them comes or hide or evacuate. Thank you so much.